Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Palace online classes. Today let us discuss about self energy in electrostatic potential. Self energy for those who are preparing for competitive exam. This is one of the important topic from where questions are asked very frequently. Self energy and interaction energy. Self energy. What is the meaning of self energy is the energy which is stored intrinsically due to deposition of charge. Suppose assume there is a spherical shell, whose charge at time t is equal to 0 is 0, no charge. I want to charge this spherical shell. I will bring one charge, small charge dq. Slowly I will fill it, just like filling a water bottle. If I want to fill a water bottle at time t is equal to 0, what is 0? First I will fill the water. It increases layer by layer like this. Means this charge increases slowly, dq plus dq plus dq like that. The amount of work done to bring a small charge dq onto the surface of this spherical shell is called self energy. It is stored as energy in it. So now let us see. I am bringing it from infinity. So potential at infinity is 0. After some time, see at time t is equal to 0, water level is 0. As time progresses, I am filling water, it increases in level. So at time t is equal to t, I assume that charge q is equal to q, and totally after a long time it is totally filled. So when it is totally filled, I will take this charge as q. A spherical shell of initial charge 0 is charged to a charge of capital Q. In the process of charging, in the middle, somewhere in the process of charging, its charge is Q at time t is equal to t. Now let us calculate the small work done within this small interval of time. Work done dW is equal to V dq, and potential on the surface of a spherical shell, if its radius is r, potential on the surface of a spherical shell is equal to k, where k is the constant, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. At time t, its charge is q, kq by r dq. This is dw. Now this you have to integrate from 0 to w, and this I am integrating. K by r is constant, integrated from 0 to capital Q q dq. Integration of q dq will be q square by 2. Substitute the limits, you will get q square by 8 pi epsilon naught. Therefore self energy denoted by letter u is equal to q square by 8 pi epsilon naught r. This is the formula for self energy. And then what is interaction energy? Next is interaction energy. Suppose if I build one more shell on this shell, I am building one more shell. Interaction energy. The concept here is, first I charged a sphere for a charge q1. And I created one more concentric halo sphere. I am going to charge this. Initially same process will follow. At time t is equal to 0, charge was 0 on outer shell. Charge was 0. Again after some time t is equal to t, charge I deposited on outer shell is at a point p, q. I deposited a charge q is equal to q. Now let us see what happens. Now let us calculate the work done here. Work done is equal to dW is equal to, again same process, potential difference into V dV dq, sorry, V dq. Now potential across at this point P you can take everywhere, it is an equipotential surface. Potential across at this point is due to two spheres here. This is having charge q1, this is having charge q. So potential is calculated, potential here is equal to potential due to first sphere plus potential due to second sphere. Potential due to first sphere is, I will take the radius of first sphere as r1, radius of second sphere as r2. Radius of first sphere as r1, radius of second sphere as r2. Now potential due to first sphere, point P is outside the sphere. Point P is outside for sphere 1, for S1, and point P is on the surface, point P is on surface for second surface, that is S2. So for S1, formula you have to use is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1. Q1 is the charge, and here you have to take, as the point is outside the sphere, you have to take the distance from the center. So distance from the center if you take, it is nothing but R2, not R1. We are not writing here R1, because potential inside sphere is equal to on the surface. Potential is constant from R is equal to 0 to surface, and after surface it decreases, where we draw the graph between V and R, where R is less than the radius, potential is same, it is an equipotential surface. Okay, so Q1 by R2 due to S2, what you have to write, due to S2, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R2. For both cases you will get Q by R2. Suppose if that point lies somewhere here, for first sphere it is outside, for second sphere it is inside. Understood? Suppose the point lies here, for first sphere is on the surface, for second sphere it is inside. So based on the location of the point we have to take the potential. So total potential here it will become V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, I will take it as K Q1 by R2 plus KQ2 by KQ by R2, and if you calculate work done into dq. Here K by R2 is constant, so K by R2 will be constant, and from that what you can write, K by R2 I will take outside, K by R2 integral of Q1 plus Q into dq. Limits are from 0 to Q2. So final charge I made on this is Q2. I took a shell which is already charged, just continuation of previous topic, just I charged it, on that I am constructing one more sphere, the cube, the shell whose charge is already Q1, on that there is a uncharged shell, I have started to give charge and it is finally charged up to Q2. So integration is done from 0. What is the work done to build up another sphere, another concentric shell? What is the work done to deposit a charge Q2 on a concentric shell which is present over a shell of charge Q1? This is the question. Now what you will get here? Now integrate this, K by R2 is constant. If you go for integration, multiply this Q1 dq 0 to Q2 plus integral of Q dq 0 to q2. Now what you are going to get answer? So integration of dq, we will write q only. So k by r2 into 0 to q2, this is q, plus q square by 2. Now in place of q, substitute q2, what you will get? K q1 q2 by r2 plus k q2 square by 2r2. Now if you observe, in order to construct this, this is the self energy of the outer sphere, because self energy formula you got q square by kq square by 2r. So this is nothing but self energy of outer sphere. And we got one more energy here. This is called interaction energy. This is the energy of interaction between two spheres. To construct only one sphere, I required a force of kq square by 2r, where k is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. If I want to construct one more sphere on that, I got a extra energy, that is k q1 q2 by r2. This k q1 q2 by r2, I will call it as interaction energy between the two spheres. So shortcut method for calculating interaction energy is, you treat the inner sphere as a point charge located at center and take the distance from center and calculate the potential energy. Potential energy formula is k q1 q2 by r, where r is the distance. You condense this inner sphere. Shortcut method for remembering this interaction energy. How to calculate interaction energy in shortcut method is, you just consider this inner sphere is present at the center, whose charge is q1, and there is an outer sphere whose charge is q2, which is separated by distance r2 here. So this is the formula for interaction energy. So like this, how we will calculate interaction energy. This is about self energy and interaction energy. We can take one more example also. There is a solid conducting sphere. There is a solid conducting sphere of radius r or radius b, you can take. There is a solid conducting sphere of radius b. In this solid conducting sphere, I made one circle. I made a cavity like this. A cavity is created. This total is solid. A cavity of radius of diameter b, a cavity of diameter b is created, and a charge q is placed at the center. Then calculate the energy of the system. Calculate the total energy of the system. So charge on this is capital Q. I kept a small q at the center. Now question is, calculate total energy of the system. If you want to calculate total energy of the system, here once you made a cavity inside a solid sphere, it is nothing but a spherical shell, because shell contains a halo. Something halo is created here, so it acts like a spherical shell. So total energy of the system is self energy of first one, cavity, plus self energy of the solid sphere, plus interaction energy. Here if you keep a charge plus q, minus q is induced here. Interaction energy between plus q and minus q, that I will write it as IE1, plus interaction energy between this plus q and this capital Q, that I will write it as internal energy, interaction energy 2, and interaction energy between minus q and q. Interaction energy between minus q and q. This is the total energy of the system. Now write down total energy of the system. You take this radius as a. Now kq by k q square by k minus q whole square by a, plus K capital Q square by B, 2B, this is 2A, this is 2B, because self energy formula, plus interaction energy between these two, that is you have to apply Coulomb's law only, K Q into minus Q, Q into minus Q by A. Next, interaction energy between these two, interaction energy between these two, K minus Q into capital Q by B. Next, interaction energy between these two, plus K into capital Q into small q by B. Okay. This if you simplify, these two will get cancelled. This is minus q square by A, this is minus q square by plus q square by 2A. So, we will get minus q square by 2A. So, answer is kq square by 2B. Answer is kq square by 2B. Kq square by 2B minus kq square by 2A. So, this is k q square by 2A plus minus k q square by A, k q square by A plus k capital Q square by 2B. So, this is what answer we will get, minus kq square by 2A plus kq square by 2B. Okay. This is answer is k capital Q square by 2B minus kq square by 2A. Okay. This is the formula of total energy due to creation of a cavity. This is called induced charges, energy due to induced charges. So, this is how you have to calculate self energy and interaction energy of different systems, which are useful to solve many kind of questions in JEE Mains and other competitive exams. So, thank you everyone for joining me.